Let's start recording and welcome YouTube back for CLG FC episode 122. Um, for those that have missed the save, we are on episode 122, exclamation point YouTube for those in the Twitch. You'll get the YouTube where all of the thoughts are uploaded. We have our playthrough of CLG FC on there. We have our Unreal Tournament commentary on there. We have our new action time and playthrough is on there as well. So all sorts of stuff that we do here is on the YouTube. But for now, it's CLGFC episode 122. We got a little bit of a ways. I think we actually have back to backs, don't we? I think it's back to backs. Yeah, it is. We're only 6 days away from the next fixture. Um, so uh, okay, that's that's interesting. Let me go here and do. I actually should take the commercial break to pee, and I'm going to do that actually. So, uh, because I need to use the restroom. So, the ads have started. We're gonna just take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, perfect. I've come back right as the ads ended. Okay, that's perfect. But yeah, let's continue on. I do want to just post this here as that. I'm gonna start Led Zeppelin 3, by the way. I think the Union 2 have just won, by the way, on pens. Yes, they have. Wow. Ads? Where is ads? I don't know. They ran apparently. But yeah, the Union 2 have just beaten Charlotte. Uh, on penalties. So they're moving on to the conference final. So big brain to have no ads. Are you a Twitch Turbo member? Is that what you're saying? So are you Twitch? I don't even know. Is that no? Okay. Well, ads kill pre-rolls. For those that don't know, ads help kill pre-rolls off your channel. So now, for the next hour, if somebody joins the stream, there's no pre-roll. And they can just start watching immediately, which is wonderful because pre-rolls kill channel growth. They absolutely kill channel growth. So that's you know genuinely just a piece of advice. I don't really, I'm not one way or another for it, but also, oh, wow, what a clearance. That's oh, wow. But I think that's just, I'm not going to transfer list McKendy. You kidding me? McKendy's like my guy. Uh, I do need to discuss a contract with Graham, by the way, though. He wants 2 years, and I want an optional contract extension for a year. He's okay with that. I'm okay with that too. Um, so it's just nice not to have, that ad there when you roll in. I can't tell you the amount of times I think a stream is interesting. Not with anybody I follow, but like a new streamer, and I click in, and there's 2 minutes of pre-rolls. I'm not staying. I'm sorry. Um, let's do leagues and focus. Let me start the Led Zeppelin because I thought I said I was going to do that. This is literally the opening song. The opening song of the album, which is just incredible. Um, let's do leagues and focus. We'll start with MLS. Columbus Crew, Chicago Fire, Montreal Impact, DC United, NYCFC, Atlanta United, Nashville SC, and Inter Miami all secured a playoff spot. Toronto is currently in, but they need help. New England have 2 games left. Philly has one. Charlotte has one. Everybody else is basically done. So the Red Bulls can't make it. Orlando City can't make it. Cincinnati can't make it. Charlotte need to win and hope Philly fails to win, and it needs New England to also fail to win, and needs Toronto to lose. Toronto has to lose. Come on, Revolution. So for Charlotte to get in, Philly has to draw or lose. New England has to draw or lose. Charlotte needs to win, and Toronto needs to lose flat out, period. For Philly to get in, it's much of the same. It doesn't matter what Charlotte does. Philly needs to win and needs New England to uh, fail to win and needs Toronto to lose. Uh, New England has 2 games in hand. They have 2 games in hand. So all New England needs to do is win both, and they're in. If they win and draw, they're also in. It doesn't matter. They just need to take 4 points. Um, they need to do something because Toronto has the tiebreaker on wins. Remember, the tiebreaker in MLS is wins. It's not goal. Goal difference is the second tiebreaker. So New England can't finish on 40 points. They need to win one of their 2 remaining games. But if they do win one of their 2 remaining games, then they're in no matter what. That's all New England needs, actually. It's just one win from their 2 remaining games. They could also draw both and get in if Philly and Charlotte both lose their last game. And then Toronto they need basically all that. They need New England to lose both remaining games, and they need Philly and Charlotte to fail to win both remaining games, and they're in. So that's what's going on in MLS. In the East, in the West, LAF's the Scum are top of the West. Seattle Sounders, Venice Real Salt Lake, LA Galaxy, Portland Timbers, St. Louis City, Austin FC. They are all in. San Jose is not quite in, but if they get 1 point from the remaining game, they'll be in. If Vancouver fails to win, they'll also be in. If Houston fails to win, they will also be in no matter what. So San Jose needs either to draw, win, or have Houston or Vancouver fail to win. That's all they need. Houston needs to basically just win. That's all they need. Houston wins or Vancouver loses, then Houston will go through. If Houston and Vancouver both draw, then Houston will go through. So that's all they need. Vancouver basically need either Houston to lose and Vancouver draws their last remaining game, or Vancouver wins and Houston does not win. That's all they need. So and they'll be in. That's in the West. Colorado's going to finish as the worst team in the league on 26 points. Premier League, Villa is top. Then it's Newcastle United, Arsenal, Man City, Forest, Liverpool, Man United, Spurs, Chelsea down in 11th. My beloved West Ham are 12th. Everton and Wolverhampton Wanderers still a point above the drop over Leeds, Sheffield Wednesday, and Leicester are two adrift at the bottom. Championship, Sky Bet Championship. Sunderland top by 6 over Swansea City, who are only above the playoff places by 4 goals in the goal difference over Coventry City, Ipswich Town, Luton Town, who've now made it into the playoff spots, and Watford. Burnley on the outside by 3 goals in the goal difference, looking in. Norwich by 6 goals. And then Sheffield United and Birmingham City are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Rotherham are above the drop by a point over the Scum, and Portsmouth are 3 points adrift along with Bolton Wanderers. The former of those two, hasn't won in 5 games. Sky Bet League 1, Stockport County lead the league by 5 points over Preston North End, who are above the playoff places by 1 point, which include Lincoln City, Rochdale, Exeter City, and Stoke City. Oxford United are on the outside looking in by a single goal in the goal difference. Derby County by 2 goals on the goal difference. And then look at this. Chesterfield, Charlton Athletic, and Shrewsbury down on 11th are all only a point outside the playoff places. At the bottom, Wrexham are a point above the drop over Plymouth Argyle. Salford City are 3 adrift in 22nd. Stevenage 4 adrift in 23rd. Wigan Athletic at the bottom, 6 points adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 2, Wycombe Wanderers are top, but now only by goal difference over Colchester United, who are 5 clear of Doncaster Rovers, who have moved into the automatic promotion spots by a single point over Bradford City, Bristol Rovers, York City, and Carlisle United. Swindon Town have fallen out of the playoff places. They're outside on goal difference by 4 goals. Mansfield Town and Milton Keynes are a point outside looking in. At the bottom, Barrow are a point above the drop over AFC Fylde. Port Vale are 4 adrift at the foot of Sky Bet League 2. Vanarama Nationals, South Shields lead the league by 5 over Southend United, Oldham Athletic, Solihull Moors, Accrington Stanley, Yeovil City, and Bromley. It is Gillingham who are outside looking in, literally by 2 goals scored as well. Altrincham and Macclesfield are 2 points on the outside looking in. So Macclesfield has won 2 of their last 3. They're up to 10th now. At the bottom, Scunthorpe United have managed to put together an unbeaten run that includes 1 win and 4 draws, and that's lifted them off the bottom of the table, off the foot of the table. So right now, look at this relegation fight. Come on, Dorchester. Look at this relegation fight, by the way. Dagenham in Redbridge in 15th, along with AFC Sudbury, Kidderminster Harriers, Northampton Town, and Dorchester Town are all only 3 points above the drop. Scunthorpe United are above the drop by a goal on the goal difference over Boreham Wood. Maidenhead United are 2 adrift in 22nd. FC Halifax Town lost 4 in a row. They're now 3 adrift in 23rd, along with Morecambe at the foot of the Vanarama National. West Lancashire League Division 2, that's level 13 above us. Ulverston Rangers lead the league over Staveley United by 2 points. Staveley in the second promotion spot by a point over Brathwaite. At the foot of that table, Gosforth are a point above the drop. Ambleside are above the drop only by 3 goals on the goal difference over Ullswater United. And then it's Whitehaven Miners Social, who are 2 points adrift in 14th, along with Wigton Harriers in 15th. That's Leagues in Focus. We are moving on. 4 days to go until the East Manchester fixture. So we got East Manchester, we got Freckleton, AFC Blackpool Reserves, Old Mancunians, Shevington, and then immediately after the Shevington game, I don't know if that's when we're going to play Fleetwood Hesketh again, or it's the game after that, but we're down to 3 days to go. Sorry. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's look at, okay, nothing doing there. I might have to turn the fan on. It's actually, let me do that now, actually. Because I'm going to say, it's getting a little warm in here. It's very cold in here at night, now during the days. It's actually been a little bit cooler, especially in the mornings. Like, I'll come down in the mornings and the house will be 65 degrees, which is what, like 18 Celsius? 18 doubled is 36 plus 32 is 68 minus, yeah, it'll be about 18 degrees. Um, and that's a little chilly. That's a little chilly. So, but this room is so small and there's so much equipment in it in terms of this laptop, the fan underneath it, this laptop, the fan underneath it, all of the electronics like the headset, the keyboard, the mouse. There's a mixer in here, the camera, the charging cord for the phone itself, the charging cord for this headset. Like all of that is in here. So most of that is generating heat, and the room becomes quite warm. Uh, well, we're 2 days ago, so we're gonna move on pretty quickly to our next game. Uh, I don't think we're gonna get through this song, by the way. We might have to restart it, which is fine with me. They're underway in the women's 800 meter race one, heat four, or round one, heat four. Sorry. We're gonna tick over. There's gonna be 1 day to go here. First versus fourth. East Manchester coming off a 3-3 draw versus Freckleton. Looking to bounce back against us. We're looking to put distance between us and them. They're on 11 points. We are on 12. We're top of the league by goal difference, but second and third are both also on 12. So we are looking for that space at the top of the table. And it starts with beating East Manchester. So we might need some help from the rest of the league again. No doubt about that. But, oh boy, I see Frack injured at the top. What's going on here? We're 1-3 favorites. East Manchester 17-2. The draw is 7-2. Graham signed the pre-contract deal. He's only out 1 to 2 days, so he should be fine to play. He'll probably pass the fitness test anyway. But that's the autosave, which means it's time. We're ticking over. It's match day. We're into October now. Remember, we have 2 more leagues rolling off the database in January. So, um, uh, we're the marquee matchup. The expectation is we win, but we are the marquee matchup for this league clash. We don't have any cups yet, but I think if we get promoted 2 more times, that's when the cups will start. We're only a level or 2 away from having a cup competition mixed in with the season. So there's just not that many. Like uh, all the cups in the step system are there basically, but we're not in the step system yet. So I actually kind of want to I actually kind of really want to get promoted again. Not because, hey, who doesn't like getting promoted? But the point being is, if we went up to that league, West Lancashire, it's a little bit deeper. So it's a 28 game season, and I'm like, oh great, and these guys don't have a cup competition. But oh, that's not what I wanted. No, I wanted I gotta go here. They don't have a cup competition, but at least there's more room for when we don't win, it's not as brutal. Because right now, a draw, a loss is just absolutely brutal. And then if you go up a further division, there's literally a club called Britannia. I didn't even know that. This is level. These guys are level 12. Sure, there's still no cup competition, but again, it's a little bit deeper. It's 26 instead of 28 from the previous league. But you're in leagues that you're it's I don't want to say easier to do better, but there's not as much pressure on you, right? Because there's so many games, and then the Premier Division for the West Lancashire for the West Lancashire League, uh, no cup, but that is a 32 game season, and that's going to promote directly into something like is the Western League technically? No, that's Plymouth and like Cornwall and all them. This will promote. We'll be in this guy, Northwest Counties, and there you go. And on top of that, they have cups. So, so we're actually like 2 or 3 divisions away. It depends on reassignment as well. You can be reassigned. So. Nice. Let's go on with it. Frank is going to play despite the fact that he's got a thigh strain. We'll just have to monitor him. Game win ratio. Look at that. Let's submit our team. Everybody looking good. They have made no changes. This is the same starting lineup. They have made absolutely no changes. Let's go to Team Talk and say, hey. I don't want to say we're favorites, but we'll say the same shit we always say. I think that's fine. That song actually managed to finish right before we go. I love you, but no. Whew. We gotta wait. We got our walkout song. We got a game ready to go, and let's go. I can't see. There's East Manchester, 4-2-3-1 for them. There's the table. First versus fourth. Many men. Many men. Wish death upon me. We're underway. East Manchester will get us started. And we have I will be BRB and I will be back this time. All right, Thomas. No pressure, man. You do what you got to do, man. We're underway. Phoenix might be the one to watch here for East Manchester. He's had a very good season so far. So still more track and field. Well, here's Twinkle. Cookies. Finds a nice looping ball for Sheamus. He'll take it first time. Sticky can't get to it. Goes out. It will be a corner early on. So here's Sheamus. Whips in the corner, and Harvey will grab it. Phoenix has been booked. Here's Parks with a throw. Sheamus twinkles. Sheamus, really good ball movement. Sheamus, one touch. Sheamus going for goal. And it's taken a deflection. It will be another corner. Sheamus to take this corner. Oh, it's headed in by me. Second goal of the season. We never score off corners. We have this time. Let's go. There we go. We actually scored a goal from a corner. Are you guys going to get to the ball? That's still in play. What the hell was that? But we're up 1-0. 3 cards already in the opening quarter of an hour. Sheesh. Sorry. Sticky going to drop in to grab that. So, Sticky goes wide here. Back to Twinkle. Meant for Parks. And Mukasa has it. Parks, do not foul him. Do not foul him, Parks. You're told to ease off tackles, my guy. I'm pretty sure that's still, yeah, Sheamus has made the tackle. You didn't want to tackle him because then that would have been a spa, and Parks is already booked. So that was the danger. Here's Snicky. Snicky running it to the right-hand side this time. Actually, Snicky's kind of drifting a lot more than in previous games. Frack has it now, though, on the right-hand side. He's gone for the overlap. He needs an option. He tries to cut inside for Spaps. It rolls through for Cookies. Back for Twinkle. Off the post, and Sheamus is there. It's 2 in quick-fire succession. Maybe fortunate this time. Twinkle off the post, and Sheamus is right there. That should stick to him now, right? Yeah, he's got it. There we go, 2-0. much better. Much better from the side. So, I say much better as if they didn't play like this last game. We put the loss kind of behind us now. This is a big game. East Manchester only a point back from us, by the way. In 4th place, we are on top of the league. So that shows you just how tight everything is. We're 5 games in as well. This is game number 6, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's only an 18-game season. So, it's not necessarily a long season. They have 3 players booked inside a half hour. Wow. Here's myself, Twinkle, Frack, myself, a Konikun, Cookies, Spaps, Frack. I just could have sent it. Frack lost it to Cornwall. I would have thought he could have sent it down the line and let Spaps make that run, but he didn't. Parks has it now. Parks to Sheamus. Finds it on the left-hand side. Sheamus looking for the cutback ball inside. Finds Parks. Really good run from Parks, but then Parks never moves to the ball, and it's actually put out. LythamSt.Anne have taken the lead over Old Mancunians. Here's cross coming in from Parks. Spaps back post. Spaps has got it. And Spaps, it's taken him 6 games, but he's gotten his campaign started. Spaps has made it 3. Yeah, we can press Cornwall. That's fine. 3-0 in the first half. Here's the lovely tackle from Frack. Spaps has got it. Is there going to be another highlight before half? So it looks like there is. Sheamus back post. Cornwall heads it away. Freckleton have taken a lead versus Fleetwood Hesketh. Can they shock 2 clubs back to back? Here's Twinkle. Twinkle loses the ball to Cornwall. He showed Cornwall too much of the ball there. And Cornwall is going to be away on the right-hand side. Mukisa, who has been booked. The ball's passed behind him, so he can be pressed. Over to Mevlut Demir. Mevlut Demir got the ball back from a teammate, Chaplow. Okonronko. Nkondi. Phoenix. Bringleson. Finds Nisango. Bringleson. Jack's come a long way to contest that header, and he's won it. Snicky hasn't won the follow-up header, though. Bringleson has the ball. Nisango. Nkondi. Oh, Nisango, that's a really good tackle. Bringleson goes for the shot, but that's well blocked by Jack. What's up, buddy? What's up, Matthew? How you doing, Matthew? How you been, man? It's been a while. Phoenix. Mukisa. Ronquo. And that's headed away by Cookies. Sango can't run it down. That should be halftime. It will be halftime. I'm okay. Nice, man. So that's half. Very dominating. Straight out into the second half. I'm thinking about joining the military. If that tells you anything, brother, don't. Don't. Frack. Spaps. Oh, shit. I don't know what's tempting. I mean, I can't stop you, but... Oh, go on, Sheamus. Oh, he's fired it over. I just think, I don't know. It's not, it just doesn't seem to be, it has its problems. So let me put it that way. It has its problems. It's probably the nicest way I can put it. So, sorry. That's a good steal from Sheamus. Sheamus on the run. Sheamus going for goal when he's fired it way over. I know, that's why I'm on the fence about it. Most of the people I know that have joined the military have grown very sick of it at some point in time. The benefits are amazing, but like the healthcare, long-term healthcare benefits and whatnot. But really, aside from that, it's generally, I ask and kind of weighing my options. You're asking friends who listen and kind of weighing your options. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of like any other place it'll work. You work there so long, you kind of grow sick of the bullshit. But that bullshit seems to be just exacerbated or exemplified in the or magnified. Sorry, magnified in the military. So. Cornwall with the throw. He's actually put the leap in. Brat's got it the whole way. Nicely done. Nicely done, Brat. I'm thinking about the first sub. It might be a Kunikun. So. Here's Cookies. Oh, Chaplow's headed that away. Mukisa. Phoenix. Put me in, coach. Matthew, how many times have we been over this, man? Frack. I'll head on for a corner. I should make you in the game. I will make you. Second match. of players. I need to know if I make a second batch of players for CLG, who's going to be in it? You know what I mean? Like you, but then I need 10 others, right? I need 10 other people. So I wonder who else. So my intention, believe it or not, was to do this save in FM25 with the women's teams, with the women's side, right? And then do a save like this with the women of CLG. But there's no creative club. And database editing is going to be genuinely a fucking mess in FM25. So, for all intents and purposes, I won't even be buying FM25. Here's Cookies, here's Twinkle, here's the Kuniku going for goal, and he's missed it wide. No creative club is so cringe. I think it's because, I mean, really, it's not. I think it's because it is just because they're moving to the Unity engine, and they don't have the resources to put all of the features they have in FM24 and that they've made in FM over the last 5 years into the Unity engine. So that is just over by Go. So Freck is complacent. So we're going to at least try to replace him with good old Harry Norris will come in. So I just think that is the way it's going to be. And you'll get some of those features back in FM26. Probably like international management. Probably like Create a Club. All of that I think will come back in FM26. So, boys, cut that out. There's no reason to foul there. He hit the ball too far ahead of himself. You could have just let him. You could have just intercepted that ball. So Jack Mukisa, he's actually crossed it back in, and Norris has put it out for a corner. Yeah. That's another corner to East Manchester. We're 3-0 up. Oh, it's a free kick. Sorry, not a corner. It's basically a corner. Headed away by Parks. Norris can't go down with it, but Orko will. And that is headed out by Twinkle for yet another East Manchester corner. So, whipped in. Phoenix to Ellison. Melvin, he is knocked off the ball by Snicky. Here's Nkondi to Nsango. And that's yet another freaking East Manchester corner. We're just absorbing all of this pressure right now. We're not able to break or do anything. So, there it is. Who just got booked? Ellison? Oh, Konikun. That's inches away, and that is actually probably the last act for Konikun. It'll be Joe Jones coming in. Here's a cross back post. Chaplow's put it back. I might replace Snicky, actually, as the last sub. They're only on a 6.7, and they haven't scored. Which means it might be time for Simon Roger McKendy. It's headed away. Here's Spaps. McKendy's offsides. That's nice. His first action is offsides. Nice. Here's Parks. Sheamus. This should go back to Parks with the whipped in cross. Parks back post. Spaps is there, and it's headed away. Mukisa comes down with it. Mukisa on the run for Bringleson. Knocked off the ball by me. Norris comes down with it. Jones has it. We can break. Jack to Joe Jones. Parks. Sheamus. Tried to switch the play, but the ball was terrible. Still we have it. Jones plays McKendy and Simon Roger McKendy. Can he finish? Yes, he can. And Simon Roger McKendy has his third goal of the season off the bench. Simon Roger McKendy, they wanted to transfer list him. He's come up from the bottom with us. And he has scored yet another fabulous goal. That's put us 4-0 to the good. This game was done and dusted a while ago. Now it's without a shadow of a doubt. Here's Brown. That is going to be out for a corner. They might take the short corner here. They do. Mukisa has it. Mukisa whips it in off the short corner. Back post. Jones heads it away. Sheamus, can he run down? Can he run it down? No. For Taunton. We'll run it down. Sheamus, that's a good tackle. Okoronkwo will be knocked off the ball. We'll go out for a throw. And we're into stoppage time. 3 minutes. Cue sweet victory because it's about to play. Sheamus with a free kick. Back post. It's headed away. Do we even need to take the corner, ref? Do we even need to take the corner? We do not. Sweet victory. Myself in the 10th, Sheamus in the 17th, Spaps in the 35th, Simon Roger McKendy in the 79th. We run out 4-0 winners. Now the question is, what happened elsewhere across the league? AFC Blackpool reserves and Norcross. It was Rebane for Norcross in the 64th. Much 2 minutes later, before Hooper 10 minutes after that made it 2-1 in favor of Norcross. Iyer put it without a shadow of a doubt in the 88th. 3-1 Norcross, the newly promoted side. They run out winners, pick up their ninth point of the season. We went out 4-0 winners. It was McGauley for Freckleton in the 36th that put them ahead, but McKnight in the 52nd for Fleetwood Hesketh leveled it. Harding in added time at the end of the second half means that Fleetwood Hesketh stay on 15 with us. We had a chance to go 2 clear of the league had he not scored that goal. Old Mancunians and Lythamstown. Jones from the spot in the 17th for the struggling Lythamstown. For our struggling Lytham neighbors even, before Kelleher in the 51st for Old Mancunians, but they could not find the winner. 1-1, and Old Mancunians dropped 2 points behind us. Shevington and Stockport Georgians reserves. Shevington, it's Donnelly for Stockport Georgians reserves, the visitors going in front in the 43rd, but Higgins in the 47th tied things for Shevington before Yates 12 minutes after that pulled Shevington ahead 2-1. They run out the winners. They're up to 7th. AFC Blackpool Reserves down. I'm sorry, they're up to 6th. AFC Blackpool Reserves down to 7th. LythamSt.Anne have picked up their 3rd point of the season. They jumped Freckleton into 9th, but they're still a point back of Stockport Georgians Reserves. And that is the league after 6 rounds of 18. We are a third of the way through the league. We are top only by goal difference over the only team that beat us, Fleetwood Hesketh. And we have them in 5 games. The return of fixture is in 5 games. We need to see if we can beat them on their grounds. If we can beat them on their grounds, then we stand a chance. Remember, only the champion goes up. Philly lost to Columbus in their last game of the season, so the Union didn't make the playoffs. But that is that. Parks is Player of the Week. We're going to have a cheeky save, and that is going to mark the end of CLG FC episode 122 on the YouTube. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. We will be back with episode 123 in a few moments, or I should say at least in the next video. Until then, take care.